the notification should just be mute now.
All right, we're good. Okay, so I'm here with my sister Jess today because it is World Autism Awareness Day. And as you guys know, autism and epilepsy tend to coincide. And we've been meaning to do this video for a long time because she has her SoCal Autism account, and we figured we'd, collaborate on this one because the day works out and we're all in quarantine together. Yay! So,
Yay! And
so,
we're going insane.
yeah. We're going to cover a little bit about autism, a little bit about epilepsy, and a little bit about what it's like to be both disabled but differently disabled in the same household, which is, always a freaking blast. So, all right, to begin, why don't you go over the different types of autism? Because people, might not know that there's different, that it's a spectrum. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So yeah, autism is a spectrum disorder. I'd say each case is ranges from non-severe, like a little severe, to very severe. So for me personally, I'm not severe. I'm not very severe with my
What would a severe case be like for someone that doesn't know?
non-verbal.
Nonverbal?
Yeah.
Okay, and you didn't talk till you were 4 during the glory days of my life.
Ouch.
So yeah, that's another thing. It's a develop. Do you want to say intellectual or developmental disability? What did they qualify it as?
I think it depends on like if you have actual autism or if you have Asperger's.
Okay,
Because
so it could
Asperger's
be.
is more developmental, but you have a really good brain. And then I'd say mine is more intellectual, but not developmental.
And a little bit social too, right? Okay, so let's see. Well, since epilepsy and autism cross over, let's see, 1/3 of anyone with or autism can have epilepsy. Bless you. And and what should I call it? They say that seizures is the most severe form of what should I call it? I'm blanking on the word of a symptom of autism. So the most severe form of autism can be in the form of a seizure. And the other thing is that you are more likely to have a higher mortality rate if you have autism as well as epilepsy for I'm not sure quite why that is. It might be because of the other factors that go into, like, sometimes they have aspiration and stuff like that. But yeah, that's about it. There are a couple specific forms that cross over directly, like there's Angelman's syndrome, excuse me, and that's where they're on the autism spectrum as well as the epilepsy spectrum. So that's a specified diagnosis. But let's see, what do people think about autism that piss you off? Because there's a ton with epilepsy.
So I think things that annoy me mostly, like so many stigmas. Um, I've sections autism. I was normally, and I have it. So I feel that vaccines cause autism. That's probably the one that gets me the most.
The vaccine one.
I'm vaccinated. I don't have autism. I have autism. Like it's not the vaccine, and it's been scientifically proven.
And guess what? For all those other people, epilepsy is not the vaccine either. So there's that one. The one that bothers me is people think that people with autism are, I hate to use this word like this, but retarded. Um, you, you know what I mean? You get the stigma that you're very, very slow, and I don't think that's the case for being around you guys a lot, you know? You guys are pretty, especially you have your things where you specialize in. Like, for some reason, you kick my ass in video games, and, like, I don't know how, but you do. So, yeah, that's one. Are there other any little autism facts you want to cover before we move into being disabled under the same house?
So I think that something going along with what you just said about us being dumb is that we're very slow and like we're not. Here's the thing: we are super creative. We
Yes.
are
Super
really
messy,
creative.
but super creative.
I have my bracelets that I make, like, and then for kid, look at Albert Einstein. He has autism.
There you go.
One of the smartest kids
So
ever lived.
there's proof right there. Then, yeah, is that about it? You want to wrap up, and then we'll move on to the other part?
Yeah.
Okay, so they want to know what it's like both being disabled, but with different disabilities under the same roof.
I think it's interesting because we definitely are very different with our disabilities. My my autism can't kill me, for one.
No.
I'll just say that. But that's like exactly how we differ. Like I can't, like mine can't kill me.
Yeah, there's that, but I would say with getting living under the same house, I think we kind of have a better understanding for like how annoying, quote unquote, the rest of our healthy family can be. Um, they don't seem to have. I don't want to say don't have as much compassion, but they don't live it, so they don't get it. You know what I mean?
I think it also definitely helps us understand like when someone else is like one of my friends talks about like, oh, their seizures. I'm like, oh yeah, like I totally know how you feel. Like,
Yeah,
I live with this like firsthand. My sister. So like, yeah, I totally get you.
and
So,
I'd say the only thing is
people.
our different moods that come with our disabilities definitely clash sometimes, but I think that's just every household, yeah. And like
Yeah,
I can be a bitch, but I don't think that has anything to do with epilepsy that I'm a bitch. So
it just has to do with the fact that we're sisters.
we look so much alike though, guys, don't we?
Yeah,
Um,
not at all.
and then the final question that we got was, do we think that people that have autism would handle seizures differently than those of us that do not have autism? And my sister doesn't have seizures. I don't have autism. So this is a hard one to answer, but I'm going to answer it from an epilepsy perspective and an outside autism's perspective. The autistic people that I know, especially my sister, can either be very hypersensitive to pain or be completely numb to pain. So they'll either be like, they'll step on a rock and they'll think their foot's falling off. No offense, Jess, you get hurt very easily. Or it will be like something drastic will happen. They'll be like, I'm just gonna watch TV, and they won't even know. So for me, I feel like if it were to be like that, then it would be dependent on the person, just like every person just experiences epilepsy and seizures differently. I think, would you say so? I think it would depend on the person.
Yeah, and I think just reacting to it from my perspective, like seeing it, I'm definitely like very sensitive. Like when you have a seizure, I completely freak out and like get anxiety and have meltdowns.
Yeah,
That,
that's another one.
that's like my reaction to seeing it is I completely like freak out because I'm thinking my anxiety is like, hey, let's go think the worst about your sister, and it's like, go away, screw you.
Yeah, that's anxiety is a bitch. A lot of us have it, but that's another quick little crossover before we end this, is that a lot of the mental aspects that epilepsy gets, like the mood swings, the depression, the anxiety, autism gets as well. So
Yeah,
that's,
definitely the anxiety. Like it just comes with it. So it's like, don't be anxious. That's
yeah,
what okay. Don't be anxious. I can't control it.
yeah, just like don't be autistic and don't have epilepsy, and like right on it.
Yeah, thanks. Blame my brain. I can't control it.
Yeah. So I think that's it. We pretty much covered everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, we can do another one later on, but I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, my page, and her page is gonna have it too. So
Woo!
Yeah, so I'll walk down the hall and say hi in about 5 seconds, okay? All right.